Hello, hello, hello. I haven't made a video in a while, so I decided to make a video since I haven't made a video in a while. Before I start, I received a comment on my on my Life 2 video from my friend Captain Brandon Horror Lover, and he informed me that Google Plus is gonna shut down and stop people from commenting on videos on channels on YouTube. So I don't know. I mean, if they really do that, then like none of us can comment at all. So he also mentioned that Yahoo may take over and do the comments for YouTube. I don't know, but I want to see what's going on. I mean, if we can't comment on videos anymore, I mean, you can still like or dislike the videos, and you can do it. And you do this on the video. You can do this on the videos on my channel as well. I don't know if they're gonna stop this or not. I really don't know. So anyway, it's a Tuesday night. It's a Tuesday night. I'm in my car. Um, I am parked in front of a railroad track in Gladewater, Texas. And the title of this video is North America North America North America sucks. And I think this video is going to be right down Captain Brandon Horror Lover's alley. Anyway, okay, I'm not gonna say that this continent really sucks. Well, I don't say I say it sucks in general, but there's some parts of it that's really good. There's some parts of it that's really shitty. I mean, I haven't been to every country on this continent. I haven't. The only countries I've been to is Canada and Mexico. Um, um, Mexico. I went to Mexico with my parents on a cross country trip back in I say like 2001, the summer of 2001. Um, went there when we went to when we went to California after traveling through New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, Nevada, Idaho, Oregon. Yeah, I mean we just in Mexico we just went to Tijuana. I mean went to San Diego, crossed the border. Um, Tijuana is really really poor, really run down. Looks like a dump. Um, I remember getting in the. I remember me and my parents got in this taxi and this taxi driver drove really nuts through the city. He was like saying something in Spanish, like he was driving real fast, like almost running over cars. It was terrible. And after that, we got out and just walked around Tijuana, went in some stores, and I didn't buy anything. I think my parents I think my mom and my dad they bought some fake Rolex watches. Um, my parents bought my parents bought themselves fake Rolexes and they bought me one and they never gave that one to me. They never gave me my fake Rolex. They talked about it, one of them, but they never gave the Rolex to me. So that thing is cheap and it's not the real deal. I mean, a real Rolex watch is very 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 expensive. I mean, you got to be like I mean, you got to have an outstanding job or you gotta be very, very wealthy to afford a Rolex watch. You know, it'd be kind of nice to have a Rolex, but I can't afford it. I don't have the money. I'm poor. Um, just can't afford it. Yeah, and yeah, Mexico wasn't a really good trip. I mean, the cross country trip, it was kind of boring. I mean, well, the scenery was really nice, going through the mountains in Colorado. I mean, riding in a van. Um, had some snacks in the back. I mean, we went up real high in the mountains in Colorado, and these bags of chips that we had just busted open, all of them, because of the high altitude. Um, the van, well, it was no van, it was no '80s van that my dad had. It was a red van. Um, I think he bought it from some old people. It was a very big van. It was a nice van. Um, and then we got into Utah. We went to Salt Lake City, and the van quit on us, and a cop came by, gave us a ride. The cop was really nice, down to earth. I mean, gone in Salt Lake City, I mean, the people were really nice and really down to earth. And the cop was really cool. I mean, the cop asked me, I think I was, cop asked me, no, I think this was like, no, I think this was in 2001. This was a cross country trip that we went on in 1998. I'm gonna I'm gonna talk about the cross country trip in 1998 first. Yeah, the van quit on us in Salt Lake City, Utah. Um, my dad called for help. A cop came by, got us a ride. Our van was like towed by a tow truck to let's see to an auto mechanic shop in Salt Lake City. And on the way there, I mean, the cop was really nice. I mean, it was a young guy. He asked me did do I like the Utah Jazz, or do I like Karl Malone? And yeah, yeah, he was real nice, down to earth. I mean, the people in Salt Lake City. I mean, well, Salt Lake City was a really nice town, well, I had no idea what well, I'm not gonna get in. Well, I'm gonna say this. Well, it's a really nice town. I mean, and it was. I mean, the people were cool. The people were all right. I mean, the van was fixed. I mean, the mechanic that fixed the van told my dad, "Well, the van will be ready and gonna be ready soon. I'm working on it. I mean, it'll be ready soon." So yeah, it was a so that cross country trip we went on in 1998, the summer of 1998, it was all right. It wasn't that bad. I mean, in the cross country trip we went to in 2001, when 2001, I mean, we went to a town, I think in Wyoming, and I don't remember, and we went to this Walmart, and we were the only black people in that Walmart, and everybody there was like white. Everybody there was white, and we were the only black people there. I think one of them asked my dad, like, "Is there black people in somewhere in Wyoming or something like that?" I think that's what he asked. I think that's what this guy asked my dad. So it was a it was a very interesting experience, and it was um yeah so yeah yeah, going back to North America sucks. I want to say that some parts of the continent is crap. Some of it isn't. Again, I just been to only two countries on this continent, and okay, now I'm gonna talk about Canada. Um, there's there's one thing that bothers me about the people of Canada. Um, I notice like if you try to talk to them, like or say something to them, like you just say something, you just say what's on your mind, they just get turned off. Maybe it's the fact that they're just annoyed because Americans just like talk about stuff like the founding fathers, like what would the founding fathers do? Founding What would the founding fathers do if the country was in bad shape, and talk about their universal health care system, and the Canadian red ensign or ensign, something like that. I mean, um, I don't know, like how can you talk to these people? Like like I know it's like I try I try to like talk to these people, and it's like you talk to them, they don't talk back to you, and like talking to them is like talking to a brick wall. And I notice it, like, and they smile and they're very friendly, and I guess if you talk to them like you talk to people in America, I guess it turns them off, I guess. And also with the Quebecois in Quebec, the French speaking province in Canada. Um, I don't speak French, and I really want to learn this language, and I heard French is really hard to learn. And where I live, there's no French language classes anywhere. Um, Louisiana, I don't know about that. I don't know about Louisiana, but um, I don't know about Louisiana. I mean, the French language is in Louisiana. I don't know what what part of the state I can learn French at. But hey, I mean, I'll give it a well. I might think about it. I might give it a shot. Um, heard it's in like in heard the French language is alive and well in in Caddo Parish. That's what I heard, but I don't know. I mean, I gotta go online and just do some research on that. And going back to Quebec in Canada, is a French speaking province. I mean, you know, I heard that the Quebecois are not the friendly, outgoing Canadians like in other parts of the country. You don't get that from the Quebecois. You don't get that from them, and they will hate your guts if you don't speak French. So if you don't speak French in that province, you're screwed. And I like the language and I want to learn, but it's just hard to find any French language classes where I live. Where I live, it's just Spanish here. Completely Spanish. Um, no francophones in sight. So yeah, and also I'm afraid to go to Canada. I'm afraid. I mean, I'm afraid that I might end up like Roosh V. Um, got beer poured all over him, and he was called a piece of shit, and people and like mangina men and crazy women feminists were following him, talking about he's an illegal, he's here to rape your sister, and one shouted at him, "Eat my cunt," when he went in this building. I mean, I know you guys saw the video, and I looked at that video. That video is just downright disgusting. I mean, hey, I mean, I don't agree with anything. I don't agree with what Roosh V says. I mean, but I'm not gonna go and like pour beer all over him and tell him eat my cunt or suck my dick or lick my balls and go fuck off and call him a piece of shit. I'm not gonna say all that stuff to him. Hey, I mean, there's some good things and there's some bad things about this guy, but you know, I don't hate the guy. There's some things I just don't. There's some things I don't agree with him with. You know, some things I don't agree with him on. And also, I'm afraid that I'm going to see a girl in Toronto hugging a tree, a street preacher getting spit on by a gay guy at a gay pride parade, also in Toronto. A South, you know, I'm afraid going to end up like this. A South American man getting accused of being weird and harassing a news reporter and a politician, and getting in trouble with the police for no reason. A woman yelling at a guy, calling him a piece of shit when his friend committed suicide, and all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, a woman taking her shirt off and taking her bra off and talking to you topless and accusing you of being a pervert by looking at her topless and telling you that her earlobes are looking at your ear. She's saying that I'm looking at your earlobes offend me, and all this crazy stuff in that country. I mean, I'm afraid I'm going to experience all of this stuff if I go to Canada. I am. I thought Tijuana is bad, but if I go to Canada and see all this stuff, it's just gonna take the cake. Yeah. And also, well, there's a part of North America. Well, actually, it's part of North America, but actually, it's part of a country it's a part of a country in Europe, and it's called Saint Pierre and Miquelon, which is part of France, and it's an overseas collectively. And I watched videos of this place, watched some YouTube videos of this place, and you know, the town Saint Pierre and Miquelon. It's like France. It is France actually. It's not shitty at all. It's more European than North American. It's more like Europe than North America, which is crazy. And I guess if you go there, you get to experience French wine and French food. I bet you get to eat a baguette and probably eat escargot there like you do in metropolitan France. And you know, the language and the culture is similar to metropolitan France, with the Basque descendants from Spain, I guess, in France. Yeah. So yeah, I might take a trip there. And also, I heard that they take euros there, and the Canadian dollar is acceptable there as well. So I guess if you live in Canada, I guess your money's good there. You can use Canadian money and euros. And I saw some videos about Greenland. Greenland is actually, I think it's Danish, and it's part of Denmark. So I saw that, and and it's and it's it's kind of like Europe, and it is. I mean, so yeah, I'm never been to other countries in North America. Never been to Cuba. And Hades is decimated. From that earthquake back in 2010, and all the people from Haiti fled to Canada and went to Quebec, and they're going to Quebec because Quebec is a French-speaking province, and the people of Haiti speak French as well. I mean, French Creole or Haitian Creole are the languages that the Haitian people speak. Yeah, I saw some videos about that on YouTube as well. I think from CBC. And yeah, I've never been to those other countries in North America. I mean, here in North America, I mean, North America as a general, it sucks. I mean, the continent's a dump. I mean, some parts of it's good, some parts of it's garbage. I mean, it's a mixed bag, but overall it sucks. And the part of North America that I live in sucks too. It sucks really bad. It's a shithole. I mean, it's a redneck. It's a redneck, crazy cowboy, OK Corral, Wild Wild West shithole. And it is. It's a dump. And oh yeah, I want to talk about Puerto Rico, which is part of the United States, and it's a territory of the U.S. I think that island's still reeling from that hurricane that decimated it back in 2017 or 2018. I don't remember. That island's completely destroyed, and I think buildings and houses on the island was destroyed, and they don't have power. I mean, they're out. I mean, and I heard it's going to take decades and years to build Puerto Rico back up. I think before that, Puerto Rico was in debt, and this part of America is just completely ignored by the rest of the country. You got some people in this country say that Puerto Rico is a country, and it's not a country. It's a territory of the U.S. and it's being ignored. I think before the hurricane hit back in 2017 or 2018, there was 3 options on the table for Puerto Rico. I mean, the first option, it can become the 51st state of this shitty country. The second option, it can remain a U.S. territory. And the third option, I like this option, it can become a sovereign nation, a country. I got ideas, for that. In order for it to be an independent nation, I mean, it can go through this. I mean, the U.S. can team up with Spain to come in, and build up the country and set it up, build up Puerto Rico and just set up its government function like as a country, have its own, like, house for the house, or house for the president or prime minister, however the governor wants to call him or herself. Um, just set it up. I think Spain can I think Spain can set up a single payer universal healthcare system for Puerto Rico. Um, get set get set up a universal healthcare system for the island. You know, have the country, like, you know, I think the U.S. can, like, help develop their help develop their own currency, have their own money. I guess maybe I think Spain can help them out in that department. Just build up the island and set it up as a country, like, over time. If they're all set up and they're ready to become a country, I mean, and yeah, and I think work on their, I think try to get build up work. I think try to get them out of debt. I don't know how that's gonna work out. No, no, I'm just thinking some ideas. I mean, yeah, hey, I know, I'm just giving ideas, you know, but I think I feel sorry for Puerto Rico. I mean, that place, that island just gets completely ignored. It has, like, just by the U.S. I mean, we don't even hear. I mean, I don't even hear about it on the news. That that's sad. I mean, you hear about, like, other parts of America, and I think there's some parts of America that are completely ignored and shut out by the mainstream media. And those people in those parts of America are just, they're just mad, and they're just fed up. They're shut out during presidential elections and all that. I don't want to. Yeah, it's just sad. Really, really, really sad. you know, I think I read some comments from Captain Brandon Horror Lover that he went to Puerto Rico. Hey, yeah, he went to Puerto Rico. I haven't been there. They're still in shambles from that hurricane, so I don't think it's a good time to go there. I don't know what's going on, but I'll just go and look into this. Yeah, um, yeah. Again, I'm gonna say that, yeah, North America is a shitty continent, and it is. I mean, it is, it is, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about yeah, I don't know about YouTube eliminate. I don't know what I'm gonna do. If YouTube this if YouTube lets Google just eliminating the comments, on YouTube, where you can't, like, I guess you can't, like, leave comments. But I'm gonna see what happens. I mean, I'm gonna see if not Google. I'm gonna see if Yahoo takes over the comments. I'm gonna see what happens. If the comments, if people don't have the ability, if you don't have the option of leaving a comment on a video anymore. So yeah, I mean, we can still make videos on YouTube. I don't know. You can still make videos on you. I mean, you can still make videos on YouTube and still have a platform just to say wherever you want. Um, so I don't know what's gonna go on. I don't know what's gonna happen on that. But hey, just see what happens. But if it does happen, if if YouTube not YouTube, if Yahoo takes over and you can leave a and they take over the comments and you can leave comments. Yeah, then then we can leave a comment. If you leave comments on videos, and if if Yahoo doesn't pick up the comments and Google just gets rid of the comment section, yeah, then me and Captain Brandon Horror Lover won't be able to talk to one another anymore. Or if I have the option to go on Facebook and Twitter and like communicate with him through that. So I'm gonna see if I can get into that. And yeah. And I heard that, Valentine's Day is coming up. I don't care about Valentine's Day. I don't have a girlfriend and I don't really care. I mean, I'm not gonna be like Elliot Rogers and just grab a gun and go nuts and start killing like shitty women here in America. I'm not gonna do that. I said this in the video. I'm not gonna do that. I'm probably gonna be forced into seeing a lot of shrinks again. I hope that doesn't happen. I'm not gonna waste my time, talking to women here in North America. I mean, women in Canada and here in the United States. I'm not gonna waste my time because they're gonna ignore me if I talk to them. They're not gonna pay me any attention. I mean, they're not. Yeah, I remember. I did a reaction video on this channel way back. I think last year in 2018 over the Parkland, Florida shooting, and I think I miss talked about the Columbine massacre that happened in 1999, and I think a girl named Amartini over left a comment on that video reminding me that the Columbine massacre happened in '99. And I commented her back and I thanked her and I told her how pretty she was. And she never commented back to me at all. So you're gonna just set me straight on something that I said wrong, but you don't want to talk to me. Psst, weirdo. I looked at her thumbnail. She just looked stoned and just out of it. Like she looked like a zombie. I mean, she had pigtails. She looked like something straight out of Little House on the Prairie. She looked like one of those girls straight out of Little House on the Prairie. I mean, I was too young to remember that show. I mean, I just ran across some reruns of it on TV. And that's what she looked like. I mean, the women here suck. The women here in the United States and Canada, they both suck. I mean, a lot of them want to be men. A lot of them are radical feminists. A lot of them are a bunch of butch bitch dykes. A lot of these women are just garbage. I mean, the women and girls here are garbage. And Winston Wu pointed out that the women here will view you as a creep and a weirdo and a pervert and a pedophile if you approach them. And oh yeah, I want to talk about this about Chris Hansen, the guy who's the host of To Catch a Predator. I look at I remember this show, and I looked on this show, and there were these bunch of men, these sick, perverted, disgusting men going around like trying to have sex try to have sex with like teenagers and children. Some of them are are scumbags or slime balls, and some of them are are doing this because they can't get a woman. I think it was this first guy. I think this first guy on this first episode of To Catch a Predator, um, he walked in naked, and Chris Hansen approached him and talked about who are you? What are you doing here? And this guy was scared. He said, "Well, I'm just meeting somebody. I just want to meet somebody." Then Chris Hansen like said, "Okay, I think it was a decoy that lured him into this house. I mean, they have sting operations and they have decoys to lure these men into these houses. And I looked at this guy. I feel sorry for this guy. Well, I'm gonna give my theory on this guy. I mean, and okay, he walks in the house naked, and Chris Hansen approached him and asked him like, "What are you doing here? What are you doing here?" And he said, "Oh, I'm just meeting somebody's meeting someone." I think he just grabbed his clothes and just ran out. I mean, the cops didn't go in, jump on him and arrested him and all military like and said, "Get on the ground, get on the ground." I mean, that didn't happen to him. I mean, then Chris Hansen si- si- fooled him with a decoy into luring him in at a McDonald's, and he think he's gonna meet a 12-year-old boy there. And when he gets to the McDonald's, Chris Hansen approaches him again. He said, "What are you doing here? Why you want to meet a 12-year-old boy here?" He said, I just want to come here and I just want to come here and get something. I just want to go there and get something to eat." I think that's what the guy said to Chris Hansen. And I looked at this guy, and the truth is, this guy is alone. He can't get a woman. I mean, I just looked at him. This guy is just like, he just had this sad look on his face. I just feel sorry for the guy. And guys like this, they just go and just meet guys like this. I'm not talking about the sick, perverted scumbags. I mean, this guy's not one of them. Like, he is like, to the messed up society here in America. He just meeting these kids. He just want to meet 12-year-old kids because I guess he's alone and he can't find a woman. And it's just sad. If happy, well, I think this is back in 2000. I mean, if Chris, I mean, if Winston Wu's Happier Bra site was around that time, and this guy went and discover it, I mean, he would go overseas and meet a woman, and he would have to sink so low and just go and just to meet a kid, a boy. I mean, I know that's messed up. That's kind of sad. I mean, there's no way in hell I'm not gonna go in that department. No way. And I think I watched this on YouTube, and I looked in the YouTube comments section, a lot of like sick in the head people here in this country just ripped this guy apart. It's messed up, really. I mean, I'm not for what this guy did. I think he shouldn't have done this. I think he just should just leave America and just go overseas and meet a woman. And I think he wouldn't be so miserable and lost. And and I look at Chris Hansen. I mean, this guy's nothing more than a douchebag, and he is like. I heard from someone that he take these pictures of these guys who take pictures of their penises and show them online to these and show them online to these decoys. I heard that Chris Hansen take these pictures and he keeps them, I guess, for reference, I guess. And this guy's nothing more than a douchebag, and he is. And I heard that he cheated on his wife with a 30-year-old woman. Back then, on To Catch a Predator. I mean, Chris Hansen was a good looking guy, and oh my God, look at him now. I mean, he's doing this show called Daily Drama. I mean, this guy is old and fat. I mean, this guy is rocking a beer belly, pregnant belly bump. This motherfucker look like he's pregnant, old and beat down as fuck, and he's going around and he's trying to be this serious douchebag, and it's just funny, really. I mean, Chris Hansen and those pedophiles all together, they're all pieces of shit, all of them. Chris Hansen is a piece of shit, and those pedophiles is a piece of shit. Except for one who's just lost and just went into this because he wanted to meet a child because he can't find a woman. Just saying, I'm just afraid, I'm just afraid that going back to Google Plus is going to eliminate comments. I mean, Captain Brandon Horror Lover told me this on a comment that he left on one of my videos. I can't comment him anymore, and I like the guy. If YouTube goes south, if the comment sections go south and they just go away, and me and him and everybody who use YouTube can't leave comments, I won't be able to meet me another guy like him because when I tried that. I try to meet other people on YouTube. When Captain Brandon Horror Lover took a break to work out and to get into shape. I mean, I went into DD's channel and tried to talk to some people. A lot of them didn't want to talk to me. They didn't want to have anything to do with me. And some said a comment that I left. One of the comments that I left didn't make any sense, and one of them told me I didn't know what I was talking about, and one had the nerve to tell me that I misspelled a word on one of my videos and didn't want to talk to me. And I think one of them jumped in and told me to get off. And it sucks. I can't. This is the United States. I mean, you meet one good, decent person who's not messed up, who's not fucked up in the head, who's not antisocial and weird and cliquish. They're in groups. I mean, you won't be able to. I mean, it's hard to find these people. It's hard. There's more antisocial, cliquish, fucked up in the head people in this country than people like Captain Brandon Horror Lover, Winston Wu, Brian Deeb, Medell the Cool. These guys. I like these guys. And I won't be able to find guys like that on YouTube at all, or in America for that matter. It's difficult. I just don't want to go crazy and end up seeing a therapist, and because of my father, and he wastes all his money on me, my money, just to see some over just to see some overweight, old, clueless, crazy therapist slash shrink who never understand my problem, who will never know what's wrong with me, and it gonna have me take some have me take some pills that will make me cope with my problems and make me think like everybody else, like thinking like don't think outside the box and just be like everybody else. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I mean, I'm just afraid that I'm just going to go through this again. And that sucks. I mean, and that's the problem with people in America. They don't think outside the box. They don't think for themselves. They watch this mainstream news. I mean, all it's propaganda, and that's why they're all fearful and paranoid, and think everybody's out to get them, and think everybody's a pervert and a pedophile and a creep and a brute and a chauvinist and a criminally diseased wild man, whatever. I mean, and I live here in Texas, and I feel like everybody just looks at me like I'm just a dirty, disgusting piece of garbage, and everybody is high and mighty and think they're better than me, and think that they're closer to God, and they think they're gods. And I'm not gonna say that everybody in Texas is like this, and that's how I feel when I'm here. Now I just want to get the hell out of this state. And speaking of that, I mean, I heard that Yeager the Russian, I watched a video from him, and he talked about his experience of living in Southern California, Orange County. That he said that like you can't talk to people there. I mean, you gotta prove yourself. He says like going on it's like going to an audition to prove yourself and get accepted by people, and if you suck, then you can't talk to them and you can't meet them. You can't meet them and talk to them and be part of their cliquish group. And I think I experienced that on DDD's channel. And I'm like, it's just ridiculous. Like, why I gotta prove myself just to talk to you? Get the fuck out of here. I mean, those people that Yeager the Russian lives around, or Yeager TV, wherever you want to call himself on his YouTube channel. I've subbed to him. I mean these people. This seems to me like these people are on crack. Like, I gotta prove myself just to talk to you. Fuck off. And I'm from Southern California. I mean, I'm not from Orange County. I'm from San Diego County. And if you want to talk to me, you don't have to prove yourself. I mean, all I care about, if you're a good person, and if you're a cool person, hey, I'll talk to you. I might form a friendship with you. But if you're a weirdo, if you're a nutcase, if you're full of shit, and if you like these people in Southern California, as Yeager told about them, and then just get away from me. Like I don't want anything to do with you. I mean, yeah. Just want to say that. Yeah, I'm just afraid that I might lose it, and I might punch some some wacko, some whack job, male or female in the face. Or I might end up in prison. Or I might end up like seeing I might end up seeing a gang of therapists again. I mean, it's like here in America, like people here in America are just so delusional. It's like in Winston. I remember Winston said this. Winston Wu said this, and it's like here in America, especially in the West. I don't know how it is in other Western countries. I don't know how it is in other Western countries. But I'm gonna just say how it is here in America. It's like here in America, we're taught from a very young age to blame ourselves if we have a problem, if something bad happens to us, or something drive us to do something bad that we might regret. Just blame ourselves, and it's like there's nothing wrong. It's like they want us to look. They want to look at like they want us to look at there's something wrong with us, and there's nothing wrong with society, and that's just ass backwards, and that's just messed up, and that's just totally messed up. The truth is this: it's society, it's society and the culture here in America, in its people are the reason why they brought out the worst in you. It's them. That's the reason why you're depressed and alone. It's them that you committed suicide. It's them, not you. And and you can prove that, and you can go and prove that by going overseas to a saner, healthier country that's not really extreme and just out of whack and broken like here in the United States. And also, I'm gonna throw in the food here. I mean, the food is just laced with GMOs and all kinds of toxins and all types of chemicals and crap that just flares your temper and makes you that makes you sick. Flare your temper and make you go angry and just turn you into the Incredible Hulk. Make you run around and act like me Hulk smash, me Hulk smash. Yeah, and then it happens when you just go crazy and just go in mass shootings and just beat up babies and children and just murder somebody, and you get taken in in handcuffs, and you're in a prison jumpsuit, and you're surrounded by all these fat ass cops, these militaristic, stiff robotic dildos, and some judge tells you what you did, and you sign a paper, and you're off to the prison cell you go, and you're getting ready you're getting ready to go into court, and you're found guilty by the jury. You might get death, or you might get life in prison. I think, yeah. Seen a gang of therapists taking pills so you won't do all these horrible things. It won't look at the real problem of why you do the things that you do in America. The problem is it's society, the people, the culture, and the shitty food. That is all that together is the problem. And I might be deemed as a nutcase if I say this. And I won't be seen as a nutcase in front of people like Winston Wu. Yeah. I don't know. It's a freight train going by on the Texas Eagle Railway. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, the food, the people, the culture and society is a reason why you get angry and go nuts. It's all of that. That's the problem. I mean, the problem is not with you, it's with all of that. You know, and I heard that from Winston Wu, and I found out there was nothing wrong with me at all. You know, and you know, and you know, yeah, I remember my friend Captain Brandon Horror Lover told me this. He told me to stay strong and be positive. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm trying my best to do that. I mean, that's the only way. That's the only way. That's the only way. That's the only thing you can do in a shitty country like America. And yeah, you know, even though Canada's kind of shitty, but you know, um, they're not as toxic and they're not as toxic and anti so well. I say they're less toxic, but going back to the Canadians. I mean, yeah, a guy by the name of DDD, Daily Driven Exotics. I mean, that's his name, and that's the name of his YouTube channel. He's a guy from Victoria, British Columbia, in Canada. And I left some comments on this video, and I told him that I told him he had a nice wife and he had a beautiful daughter. And I was just saying nice things to the guy. I think he got freaked out. I guess he thought what I said was awkward and creepy. I guess I don't know what this guy was thinking, but I guess he was thinking like that. I'm just saying nice things to the guy. Maybe he's just busy because he got this big YouTube channel, I guess. And I guess I'm deemed as a freak, a weirdo, and a creep if I tell a guy he has a nice family, he has a beautiful wife and a beautiful daughter and a beautiful family and a handsome son. I guess I'll be deemed as a creep and a weirdo if I say this. I mean, it's like bizarro land here in North America, and it is. I mean, it's gonna be like this. I mean, it's nighttime here. It's a Tuesday night in this shitty city that I'm in, Gladewater, Texas. And if my the car that I'm in right now, was a time machine, I'll just set the time machine back. I say back like to the year I say the year like 1983. Hit that button on that time machine and just go back to 1983, and I'll probably go back to a time where America was this friendly, decent country. Where women were women and men were men. You can flirt with women. And people aren't so antisocial and cliquish. People are not paranoid. It's a friendly society. You know, I'm probably going through a lot of things like Marty McFly went through in the movie Back to the Future, which is a good movie, by the way. Yeah. Wow. Think I went over. Oh. Yeah, and probably some hot 80s chick probably gonna have the hots for me. Probably some chick that have the hots for me in 1983. Probably gonna be some overweight, fat, disgusting, foul mouthed piece of crap now. That would be weird. Very, very weird. I mean, but yeah. Yeah, yeah, just want to, yeah, so yeah, let me get out of here. And before I end this video, I'm gonna give out, I'm gonna, I'm gonna give a big shout out to my friend Captain Brandon Horror Lover, Brian Deeb, Medell the Cool, who just subbed to me, and the grand poobah of all of this, Winston Wu. And I'm gonna give a shout out to Yeager the Russian. And he's saying that he's gonna leave Southern California and move to either Canada or back to his home country of Russia. I'm gonna give a big shout out to him. I know he's not gonna watch this video, but if he does, if he does leave a comment on this video, he's welcome. He's welcome on this channel. Winston Wu is welcome to this channel as well. Both guys. I know both of these guys are in their 40s. They're welcome to this channel as well. Anybody who isn't brainwashed or who isn't brainwashed and out of whack like everybody in North America, that goes for people in Canada, in the United States, who are down to earth, who are easy to talk to, who are not antisocial and cliquish. This channel is available to you as well. Now I know my channel is underrated. I know it is, and I don't care. At least I got a place I can go and just say what's on my mind without being interrupted and cut off, like I do with my mom and my dad and my sister. And yeah, I'm going through a lot of just random crazy stuff in my life with my family and my relatives. So random, so crazy, like stuff just happening out of the blue. Doesn't make any sense. I live in Texas and that happens a lot. One day I'm going to get out of this state. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I want to end this video by saying this. This is the New Manchester saying this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. I hope.